Monday Night Raw on Netflix came from the American Airlines Center in Dallas with a major main event and major developments as we head towards Saturday night's main event and the Royal Rumble, so let's go. Jey Uso opened the show to yeet Dallas crazy with promises that he will defeat Gunther for the World Heavyweight title at Saturday night's main event, which brought out the ring general to basically dress down Jey and call him a useful idiot. Jey got one up on Gunther when he dropped the jewel that he has main evented WrestleMania and Gunther has not, and this kickstarted a wild brawl that chased Gunther away, and Jey is looking like a real contender. Even if I'm 99% certain he will win. Backstage, the New Day would meet up with JBL, who would serve as guest commentator later, and after trying to gas him up with a $2 bribe, the New Day just wound up cussing him out. Heel New Day is amazing, and if I was Kofi to JBL, I would have been like, hey, JR always said that you were tougher than a $2 steak. I am just only offering what you are worth. Backstage, Kathy Kelly interviewed Bayley, officially on the Raw roster, and she declared herself for the Women's Rumble with intentions to win back-to-back. This brought out Nia Jax, who declared herself for the Rumble as well, and it seems like a match between the two is on later for the night. That led us into our first match of the night between Rey Mysterio and Kofi Kingston with JBL on guest commentary. Kofi and Woods would get their music cut off, and I hope this is the start of them changing their theme music because they need one to complete the turn. Also, Kofi taking the money back from JBL. The match between Kofi and Rey would be a fast-paced affair, with both of these OGs showing they still got it in the ring. Xavier would make Rey's life hard with distractions, but eventually he would get his hand caught in the cookie jar one too many times and would be ejected by the ref. The ending would see Kofi's boom drop reverse into a roll-up for the victory for Mysterio. Post-match, Woods would return to help Kofi beat down Mysterio, only for the LWO to come out for the save. But those sneaky New Day would return again to attack Joaquin Wilde before running up the ramp like cowards. Again, heel New Day is awesome. This match was an easy super hit for me. It was just two of the best of all time, just showing that they really haven't aged at all. Give me more heel New Day! Look at my shirt! After a recap of Penta's debut last week, Kathy Kelly would interview Chad Gable and American Made, who declared that 2025 is the year they get gold. Gable also has an ace up his sleeve to help him with his issues with luchadors. Dominic Mysterio. We got an interview with Karrion Kross and Scarlett, who called out Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and specifically Sami Zayn, who says he will discover Sami's truth. A feud between Kross and Sami where Sami ends up embracing his dark side would be fun. Speaking of the French-Canadian underdog, Zayn would join Dallas for a promo to declare himself for the 2025 Men's Rumble. This brought out, of course, Kevin fucking Owens with the Winged Eagle title, who hyped Sami up, saying that after he wins the Rumble and Owens defeats Cody in the ladder match at the same event, they can make their childhood dreams come true and main event WrestleMania with a one-on-one title match. KO left a nugget in Sami's ear that if he had Roman Reigns back, then surely when the time comes, he will have his best friends as well. I am intrigued at where this is going, and KO is a master promo and manipulator. We get a quick promo with the Banger King Sheamus promising to beat Braun Breaker for the IC title this Saturday. This brought out Breaker with Sheamus landing a nasty headbutt on the champ. Ludwig Kaiser would get some promo time teasing a feud with Penta, and man, that will be money. Let me say it again, Ludwig Kaiser is my pick to be the one to really break out in 2025. Next up was the match between Bayley and Nia Jax with the prodigy Roxanne Perez at ringside, and this was a fun affair. I'm gonna say it, I've enjoyed Nia's current run. She's a real heel, people hate her, she's leaned into it, and she has turned into a perfectly capable performer. And in the ring with a star like Bayley, we got some good shit, pal. Nia would rely on her power game while Bayley needed her veteran wiles to survive. Eventually, Bayley and Roxanne would come to blows, with Perez even getting ejected from the arena. Bayley would smash Nia with a sweet sunset flip into the ring post and hit her own bonsai drop to no avail. And after a pop-up Samoan drop would shatter Bayley's arm that had been worked on for most of the match, the Annihilator would end it for the big win for Jax. Post-match, Rhea fucking Ripley would appear to offer some fisticuffs, but the two would get constantly broken up by security. Ripley challenged Nia to a match at Saturday night's main event. Let's go! And this was a mild super hit for me that accomplished a couple of things. One, make Nia look like an absolute killer going into Saturday night's main event and the Royal Rumble. And two, sow seeds of doubt that Bayley may just be having another down year. I doubt that will happen, but she is distracted, and I am interested in seeing what type of change and fire this feud with Roxanne Perez is going to provide for both competitors. In the back, Chad Gable was with Dom and the rest of Judgment Day, where Dom handed Gable a piece of paper with the name of someone to help him out with his lucha problem. McDonough and Dom also decided to challenge for the tag titles together in Finn's absence. Also, Liv is still not mad at Dom. Form your own opinions on that. After a video package celebrating Lyra Valkyria becoming the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion, Pete Dunne came out to cuss Dallas out for the disrespect. Meanwhile, in the back, Seth freaking Rollins and Sami Zayn had a chat where they challenged to eliminate each other in the Royal Rumble. Our next match was Penta versus Pete Dunne, and goddamn son, this was badass. First, Penta has a new entrance with a boss pyro reel. Second, give Pete Dunne more to do. Anytime he's in the ring with anyone, he shines. But this was again about Penta wowing the crowd, and that's exactly what he did in this hard-hitting back and forth affair. Super kicks, stomps, tope con hilos, and joint manipulation added flavor to this banger. But in the end, Penta would deliver the sacrifice's armbreaker and finally the Penta driver for the impressive win. And man, this was fun, a low blockbuster. Put Penta and Pete Dunne in the ring together and just watch them create magic. Penta is showing he is the real deal, and how WWE has treated him like a major star has been peak quality. Keep it up. We got a video hyping Logan Paul's Raw Netflix debut next week, while it was confirmed that JD and Dom will indeed face the War Raiders for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Then we got one of my favorite promos of the new year, and I don't care if this is based on biases from a couple places, but CM Punk would come out through the crowd and nail an amazing bit of wrestling poetry where he dressed down John Cena, Roman Reigns, and Sami Zayn, hyping himself up for the Royal Rumble. Then, Punk straight up said he would even throw Hulk Hogan over the top rope and kill Hulkamania, to the delight of the Dallas crowd. There is still some hope for humanity. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't like that I refuse to bow down to your racist wrestling demagogue? Cry me a river. But this was a fiery promo that just proves once again that when he is on his game, Punk is near untouchable on the mic. We got an interview with the tag champs, the War Raiders, who promised to bring prestige back to the titles and destroy Judgment Day next week. Next up was a tag match between Damage Control, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai against the Pure Fusion Collective, which still sounds like an evil secret society in a Marvel movie, but this was a fun match that saw Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler assert their physical dominance. But Dakota Kai's resiliency and Io Sky's sheer fucking madness was enough to help them get the Duke after Io hit over the moonsault on Shayna. And this match was short and to the point, a hit. And let me just note two things. One, babyface Io Sky is a joy to watch. And two, it is time to push Dakota Kai to the main event. She is too fucking good. Our main event was the WrestleMania 40 rematch between Seth freaking Rollins and Drew McIntyre, and there was no doubt this was going to be a banger. Drew would use his power game to dominate Seth in the early going, but Seth would counter his way out of some sticky situations to take control. From there, we would be served doses of knee strikes, a fucking beautiful springboard senton from Seth, and a devastating spinebuster delivered by Drew. The finale was just a barrage of counters, but Drew's self-righteous anger, like normal, was his downfall as he was caught napping, as Rollins rolled the Scottish psychopath up for the flash victory. Post-match, McIntyre would lose his goddamn mind and viciously attack Seth, only for Sami Zayn to come out for the save. But Sami would inadvertently hit Seth with a hell of a kick intended for Drew, who laughed his ass off at the possible development of tension between the two friends, ending the show on a pretty effective cliffhanger. And this match was a blockbuster, goddamn! This was amazing. Put any combination of Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and Drew McIntyre together, and you're going to get some magic. This was technically almost on the level of the WrestleMania 40 encounter, and I am loving the development of Seth and Sami having some issues going into the Royal Rumble. Overall, this was another really great show of Monday Night Raw on Netflix, a blockbuster. We got another great match from Penta, a fiery CM Punk promo, a great segment between KO and Sami, Rhea and Nia trying to kill each other, and a boss main event between Sami and Drew that left us on a really nice cliffhanger, which for Monday Night Raw is a welcome return. But the first 3 episodes of Monday Night Raw on Netflix are in the can, and it has been a pretty wild success in my opinion. This Royal Rumble is stacked and I am ready to go. Bring on Saturday night's main event and the Rumble. But what did you think of this episode of Monday Night Raw on Netflix? Share your thoughts, leave your comments, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you can get notifications as well. Thanks a lot everyone, take care.